Neckwear fabrics are very unique in that we cut all of the neckwear products on a 45-degree bias, which allows for the ties to hang and drape properly. It also allows for flexibility since a necktie has a lot of stress from the knotting and unknotting of the tie being worn each day. This particular tie that we're cutting is a 7-fold. A 7-fold tie takes almost over twice as much fabric as a regular tie does. This particular tie is being custom cut as it's a single tie, as many of our ties are cut. This particular tie has self-tipping, which means that the ends of the tie are lined with the same fabric as the shell fabric of the tie. Only the most expensive fabrics that we use are reserved for this particular handmade process. It's a very expensive process with ties retailing $195 to $255. As you can see in this visual, you can see the substantial difference in the amount of fabric required to produce a 7-fold tie, the pink tie, versus a standard 8-centimeter tie, which is the blue club. As you can see, the tip lining on the small end of the 7-fold is probably equal to or larger than the tip lining used for the large end of a regular tie. Many of the same processes are required for the production of a 7-fold tie as are required for a regular handmade tie. Pocket pressing, piece pressing, all of those are required the same as they are with a regular handmade tie. Although executing is a little different because of the size of fabric that you're having to deal with. The major difference between a 7-fold and a regular handmade tie is that no inner lining is used. All of the content of a 7-fold tie is the silk itself. That's why such a big piece of silk is required to produce it. The folding and pinning process also takes much longer because there's several folds are required to make sure that we have the correct shape when the 7-fold is finished. You can actually see the folds of fabric being put together during this pinning process. You will notice that only a very light amount of steam is being used to hold the folds in place while the pinning is being accomplished. Due to the cost of producing a 7-fold tie, only the most luxurious fabrics and most skilled and experienced workers are used to produce this product. The end result will be a truly luxurious neckwear product. Once the 7-fold tie has been stitched, the same process for pressing is followed as is used for a regular hand-sewn tie. Again, great care has to be taken to not overpress the tie and to leave the tie with a nice roll on the edges. Self-loop is again being attached inside the slip stitch and will be tacked down on the corners to ensure it's held securely. For our 7-fold ties, we take the hand rolled bar tack and take it a step even higher with a hand crocheted bar tack, which adds an element of distinction to the bar tack that goes above and beyond what you would find on a typical handmade tie. Hand tacking the label is the only way to finish a 7-fold product properly.